All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to Ron's World. Your boy Ron here. Got some exciting news for you. Yesterday, Intel launched their latest flagship, which is the Intel ARC A580 8GB GPU. Now, one thing about this GPU that I love that it is coming under $200. Yes, the retail value of this GPU is $179.99, marking it to the $180 range. Now, some game enthusiasts want the GPU to be ranged for $150 or $140 because it's Intel. And if y'all heard of Intel with the A750s and the A780, etc., a lot of people was disappointed. But one thing about me as a true enthusiast, I didn't give up on Intel. Yes, they coming into the GPU market. Yes, they trying to go ahead on and give AMD and Nvidia some challenge. But with AMD and Nvidia graphic card, y'all get what you pay for. And they are overpriced, costly, and you could barely probably find them on store shelves retail worldwide because they can't stay on the shelves. But with the Intel ARC A580, Intel is doing us a favor, is making things more budget friendly again. Yes, a lot of people did a price list with these GPUs, ranging it from $600 to $800. Now, I will have a price list of this GPU coming out soon, so y'all just look out for it. But let's go ahead and get right into the story. Alrighty, Verge has announced that the Intel ARC A580 is under $180. Yes, under $200 is going for $179.99 in retail stores. Now, the only two variants of these GPUs is one from ASRock and one from Sparkle. As you see right here in the picture right here, you got the Sparkle ORC dual fans, dual slot GPU, as well as the ASRock Challenger 8GB overclocking GPU. Dual fans, dual slots. It is a pretty decent GPU. It a 8-pin dual slot, which you cannot go wrong with it. Now, with this GPU is here to gamers. Buy this GPU at your own risk. Now, the reason why I say that is because a lot of y'all flagship downsized the ARC GPU, saying that they're no good. They're not good for gaming. But see, this is where some of y'all made a mistake at, because Intel made a GPU for every type PC user. Where you are a simple office clerical PC user that wants to go ahead and do light work, use dual monitors, etc. Or if you are a high-end GPU user, you got your 8GB and your 16GB, which I'll be putting all those GPUs in the description below, so you can click on them and read them and understand the clarification of it, as well as putting the Intel website in there too, so you can go to their website and do your research. For newcomers coming to the market, building a system for the first time, is this GPU for you? Do your research, and you or her decide what works for you for your needs as gaming as well as productivity. Now, Intel also did a chart where you would get close to 180 FPS in certain titles, and certain titles you might get low as 70 FPS or a low 50 FPS. Now, if y'all playing games for numbers and by me going on the low end, then y'all walk away from this GPU, because this GPU is not for you. Here, you got your little game FPS played by the team of Intel at the facility as they was benchmarking this card. You got your regular play, which is 77 FPS. If you use the XESS, you get 112 FPS. So a lot of y'all might be using the XESS for more enhancement and more push to go ahead and get better FPS as you play your games smooth and comfortably. Right now 77 is good for me because just like I said, I play retro games. So this here works good for me, as well as for productivity work. I could go ahead and put my videos in 1080p as well as 1440p. All depends on what type monitors nowadays PC users have to use for their needs. Just like I said, it's not a bad GPU. If you give up on the Intel ARC, then you're not really an Intel full-blood Team Blue user. A lot of people tried it, a lot of people hated it. But for me, and the way I'm going at with it, I can see myself using the Intel ARC. I also go ahead and get the Intel ARC 380, the low end one, 6 GB. But I didn't want to kick out that much money because I'm on a tight budget, which is okay. But for the ones who have that 180 on hand and looking for a good GPU, then this GPU might be good for you. Let's get into the full system specs. Okay, the model number is A580. Microarchitecture is the XE-HPG. Lithograph type is TSMC and 6. It is desktop. It was launched yesterday, 10/10/2023, which was Q4. And battle options, no. X cores 24, render slice 6, ray tracing units is 24, Intel X matrix extension is 384, the X vector engine is 384, gaming clock is 1700 megahertz, total board power is 185 watts. It is PCIe 4.0 x16. So if you are on the latest hardware, the Z590s as well as the B550s, then you're good to go because those motherboards are PCIe Gen 4. Device ID is 0x5682. Memory size is 8 gigabytes. Memory type is GDDR6. Memory graphics interface is 256-bit. Graphic memory bandwidth is 512 gigabits per second. Memory speed is 16 gigabits per second. Ray tracing, yes. Variable rate shading, yes. It is DirectX 12, so in its ultimate. So yes, you can play your latest titles that have DirectX 12 with no issues. Vulkan support 1.3, OpenGL support 4.6, OpenGL support 3.0. Multi-format coding engine is 2. Adaptive sync, yes. Display supported 4, so you can hook up the 4 monitors to this GPU here. Graphic output is EDP 1.4, DP 2.0, up to UHBR 10, HDMI 2.1, HDMI 2.0. Max resolution is 4096 by 2160, that is 4K. Max resolution display port is 7680 by 4320 at 60 hertz. So yes, that is full-fledged on all levels. You cannot go wrong with that. Your codec, your encoding features, it is H.264, H.265 HEVC, hardware encoded decoded, AV1, VPN, bitstream for decoding, and the Intel Deep Link technology. It has Deep Link hypercompute, Deep Link hyper encoded, and Deep Link stream assisted. So yes, is this GPU good and is it here to stay? Yes. It all depends on how you're using it. If you don't like these Intel ARC GPUs, do not buy them. Yes, I'm saying it with true feelings because I am so sick and tired of watching game enthusiasts demoralize hardware when they come out. Know your hardware. That's the main thing. For new users, when you do a build, if you don't know how to do a build, talk to someone who do, such as your friend or somebody from Micro Center or New Aid. That's where you can get all your information from if you are a new PC builder and you want to use the Intel ARC. What type of games you throwing at it. That's the question. Now, as I was watching Paul hardware video, he benchmarked the card. That link will be in the description below, so you can click on it, check out the numbers of the card before you go buy it. See, me, I already understand the numbers. I don't have to benchmark nothing because I already know where I'm going at with my retro gaming, and a little bit of 2013, 2014 games in that stage era. Anything beyond that, I do not like those games. Those games are garbage to me. To others, those games are immaculate to you. So every gamer is different. So keep that in mind. But on the good note, the ARC A580 is here to stay. The max wattage of the CPU here, which I'm gonna go ahead and put up the ARC Challenger before I close this video out, is 650 watts. So if you have a 750 watts or better, or a 700 watt, then you are good to go. If you are on 650, you might could power it, you might get a display signal, or you might not. So just keep that in mind. The recommended power supply use of the ARC A580 Challenger from ASRock requires you to be on a 650 watt GPU, PSU. Sorry about that, a 650 watt PSU. It is 2 8-pins connect, so keep that in mind. The dimension of the card is no more than 271 millimeters, so you are good to go with putting it in a case. If your case is smaller than 271, please go to your case manufacturer website and look up the specifications of how big of a GPU you could put in there. But other than that, these GPUs are here to stay, and I will be putting the link in the information below. Let me switch over the scenes, and just like I said, the recommended power supply is 650 watts, as you see right there. This information will be in the description below, as well as Sparkle information as well on their GPUs. Those are the only two GPUs that came out of the ARC 580, and I am glad to see them here, so it gives us more options in building and using better hardware for our budget system builds. You do not have to build an expensive rig just to play a couple of titles at home, or if you need to do some productive work such as rendering photos if you're a photographer, or you need to go ahead and take care of some video editing with these cards. They're great to have. They are coming under $180, which is $179.99. I'll be putting an affiliate link from Amazon. I'll be putting new egg links in there as well too, if you would like to purchase these cards. Once again, I want to thank y'all for watching this video of the ASRock and Sparkle, the new ARC A580 GPU. Thank y'all for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.